In this video, we will be discussing one of the most iconic watches ever produced, the Rolex Daytona. First introduced in 1963, this watch was named after the Daytona International Speedway in Florida. Being a chronograph, one of its main features is the stopwatch. Historically, chronographs like these were used to track speed in races using the stopwatch feature and the tachymeter around the bezel, hence the connection to the Daytona Speedway. This watch was turned into an icon thanks to actor-turned racing driver Paul Newman in the 60s. His impact was so large on this watch that one of the original 60s models of the Daytona, reference number 6263, is now referred to as the Paul Newman Daytona. Newman's personal Daytona sold at auction a few years ago for around $17 million. The Daytona continues to command respect from the motorsport world. Even today, winners of the 24 Hours of Daytona and Le Mans receive Daytonas as their trophies. One thing about a chronograph that requires caution is the chronograph pushers themselves. If used incorrectly, serious damage may occur to the movement of the watch. In this case, the in-house caliber 4131. To start the stopwatch, simply press the top pusher one time. The stationary chronograph hand at 12 o'clock will begin to move. To stop it, simply press the top pusher once again. To reset the stopwatch, press the bottom pusher one time. But note, you must stop the stopwatch before resetting. Otherwise, damage may occur to the movement. Oftentimes, chronographs that are not dress watches and have been designed specifically for more sporty and utilitarian purposes will feature screw-down pushers and a screw-down crown. This ensures that the watch can reach its stated water depth without any water entering and damaging the movement. This being the case, the first step to using the Daytona chronograph is unscrewing the pushers in a counterclockwise motion. Unlike the spring-loaded crown, there is no pop to indicate that the pusher is fully unscrewed. It will simply stop rotating. The stopwatch feature is now ready to use. As previously stated, the top pusher will start the stopwatch. The chronograph hand is now moving, tracking seconds. The right subdial displays minutes elapsed, with 2 full rotations indicating that 1 minute has passed. The left subdial shows hours elapsed, with 1 full rotation, which is the limit of the Daytona, indicating that 12 hours have passed. Once you have measured your desired amount of time, press the top pusher to stop the chronograph. Then, use the bottom pusher to reset. When you are finished with the stopwatch feature, it is crucial to screw down the pushers. Again, since they are not spring-loaded, like the crown, there is no need to push before turning. Simply rotate in a clockwise motion until the pusher is fully screwed down to moderate tightness. That is how to use the stopwatch feature on a Daytona chronograph. The average person is never going to use their Daytona at a racetrack, just like no one's going to take their Speedmaster to the moon. But that's not what it's about. For horology and motorsport enthusiasts alike, the Daytona truly represents the golden era.